Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is a young woman that I have been dying to talk to. She is an art pop singer-songwriter from Central Illinois. Her mother is Arisa Ray, who I have interviewed and is absolutely phenomenal. So it's not a wonder this young lady has talent like you would not believe. Please welcome Lilly Kopp. Hello, Lily.
Hi.
Hi, I just about made a mistake with your last name. I'm doing really well today. How are you, sweetie?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing great. Now, before we start anything, how old are you?
I am 18 years old.
And because I have interviewed your mom and I keep in touch with her, I watched you from the time you started till now, which is
Yeah.
absolutely wonderful that I got to share that. Um, you are so talented, Lily. Like your voice, the songs that you write, coming from an 18-year-old, it blows my mind. Like you have an old soul because the lyrics are amazing. So I'm gonna like go throughout this entire interview talking about how wonderful and talented you are because you are. But let's hear about you. How old were you when you decided this is what I'm gonna do?
I was probably about, I think I just turned 15.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being kind of conflicted. I was doing ballet before this, kind of just going through the motions of trying to become a professional dancer, but then I realized that wasn't really the dance that moved me, it was more the music. And it took me a bit to get to that point, but once I realized that I wanted to do music at 15, it was good. It felt great.
Yeah. Now you went to the School of Nashville Ballet, four-year ballet,
Yeah.
and you started doing
Uh,
that when you were a little girl.
yeah. When I was really little, I did it a little bit, but I didn't actually start ballet back up until I was about 11, and then from the point of 11 to 15, I was really serious about ballet. But I think I got a little bit too serious about it, and then I stopped, having fun with it. And then I got back to music, and I was like, wow, this is fun again. I can have fun again.
Yeah. And the great thing about like you play by ear, like you taught yourself to play the piano.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story. We didn't have any speakers for our keyboard, so I connected a pair of headphones to my keyboard, and I'd always play in headphones. Well, that means my mom didn't know I was playing piano. So one day when I was at ballet class, we had a baby grand there, and I started playing some of the songs I'd made up when I had my headphones in, and then she came around the corner like, "What was that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I play piano." So
Surprise.
surprise, yeah,
Now, I love how in your bio it says you think of piano as like a long lost friend, every one that you sit at.
yeah. Seriously, like every single one is just. I have to take a moment to be like, "Wow, that's a really good piano right there."
That is awesome. I loved watching the videos when you first started on the keyboard at home. It was phenomenal to watch you, and watching you progress has been such a cool thing. Now, like I talked about you being an old soul, and with the lyrics that you write, um, some people say that you're kind of like Joni Mitchell, which I can hear. I mean, the songs that it's like you're weaving a story throughout the whole thing, and it's so beautiful. And I know that some of your influences are like Elton John, Queen, Regina Spektor, like Fiona Apple, and you can hear all of that in your music. So if there was one thing that you could do that would kind of honor all of them and show them that, they helped you get to where you are, what would you do? Like just I guess thank them when you start winning awards?
Um, I would like to. Um, I think the best way to exemplify the artists that inspire me is just to write a song that inspires others. They inspired me, so it's my turn to do my best to inspire others. And I hope to do that through writing songs that touch people through their lyrics and my voice and piano, and give them a chance to narrate their own story. And if that means, I become famous and I'll get an award, hey, I'll take it. But if not, if it just means me playing open mics, for the rest of my life, I'm fine with that.
Wow, that's awesome. And that is such a nice thing to say and so wise. Um, it is the best way to thank them is by creating great music. Just like they do. And I can see it happening, trust me. Now, I love that you say your world of music is like a canvas that your emotions find their way to.
Yeah, yeah, that was me just being really just feeling like grandiose that day. I was like, oh, just write down the most grandiose thing I can think of, make the most poetic thing. So, but in a way, I think connection to music is kind of grandiose, like not in a bad way, just kind of like it's deep. If music is one way to express yourself, and everybody needs to have a way to express themselves, whether it's like music or art or dance, like it was for me for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love that
yeah,
saying.
for me, music is it.
Yeah, and then you go on to say it expresses my feelings in hues more vibrant than paint could convey. And it's true because it is a way of expressing yourself. And I think all of us have things that we want people to hear. And I mean, I couldn't write them down and make a song out of them, any thoughts that I have. You
Mm-hmm.
can. And the great thing about a fantastic songwriter is every song you write will touch somebody. And like you say, you narrate your own story from your songs and it relates to you in some way. Your songs are going to relate to so many people, Lily. They're absolutely beautiful. Your voice is so pure and it's so distinct. When people
Thank
hear a song, they're going to know it's you. I mean, there's not going to be a question. You're just, yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I'm going to be gushing all the way through this because I think you're fantastic.
you.
Um,
Thanks.
you're welcome. Now, where do you want to go from here? I mean, like, well, you kind of said it. Like, you either, if you make it, you make it. If not, you're just going to do open mics. But do you have like a goal in mind?
Um, well, there are a lot of like, I thought about, making a rock opera. That would be cool. Take a lot of inspiration from musical theater. Um, I if that path goes more down that line, I would really like to make, a theater production that would have other people performing it, or if it just means, me like opening for a band that I really like. Like if it got to the point where I could open for somebody like Regina Spektor or Fiona Apple or U2 or that would be like the coolest thing in the world because like they're my inspiration for me to just be alongside with like that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I just want as many people as possible to hear my music. Um, I want to make an impact. That's what my goal is.
Well, you are.
I want a lot of things.
Well, yeah, well, you're 18. Of course you want a lot of things. Good Lord, you have your whole life ahead of you to get all of these things. And it's awesome that you started this young because there's a lot of people that, don't follow their dreams until they're my age, which is, trust me, ancient. Um, I'm saying that because I'm turning 50 on Saturday and I'm having a really, really hard time with it. But anyway, um,
Nah, no, you're still spring chicken.
thank you. But yeah, it's awesome that you started young because a lot of us either we don't start or we start when, we're late in life and we don't have as much opportunities as you're going to have. And I think one of your another opportunity you have is having your mom behind you
Oh yeah.
because she's done this. I mean, she's still doing it. She knows how to get out there. She knows how to market, and she gets to pass all of that wisdom on to you, which is
Oh yes, yeah. I'm so lucky to have my mom with me. She helps me with everything. Like before I show a song to anybody else, I always show it to her first. I mean, I might show a little bit to my sisters, like Aggie or Arden, but she is the first person like I ask my advice, like ask advice from. She's like, "Yeah, how's this song? Do you think this is good?" She's like, "Yeah, yeah, try this. Will that make it better?" I'll be like, yeah, that just improved it 10 times." And then, yeah, and just like her advice on like making connections with people, just connecting with them, whether just through talking, which is really hard for me. So this is something a little bit new.
oh my
Talking.
goodness.
or through just the music. It's her advice is priceless. It's invaluable.
Yeah, I would imagine. And she is so talented too. So it's, I can see where you get it from. Um, Now, what two songs are we going to hear from you today, Lily?
I believe you're going to be hearing my song Chance and Consequence and my song Right Back at You.
And what are you doing right now? You're recording this?
Um, oh, yeah, yeah. This next week, I'm going to be recording a new song called Learning to Breathe. I want to do Learning to Breathe because it's a song I can really connect to. It's kind of about, like not letting, you know, ambitions getting in the way of just slowing down and just sometimes it's good to just breathe, okay? Just to slow down, let it go, and then with that clear perspective in mind, you can then achieve your goals much better than if you had been scrambling for them in the first place. So,
Wow. Where do you get your wisdom from? Like, oh my God. Wow. I can't believe you're 18. Like I said, an old soul, not only writing your music, but just the way you conduct yourself and the way you talk is just amazing. Now we can buy your music online as well as your website, which is lilykoppmusic.com. And I'm going to make sure that that's up on my website. People just have to click on it. I cannot talk. People just have to click on it and it'll go right to your website so they can find out way more about you and listen to way more of your songs. Um, I want to just say thank you for the fact that you just say you have a hard time talking. You did great, by the way. And I want to say thank you so much for coming on my show and letting me introduce you to people that follow me that may have not heard of you because they're going to be blown away. And to have that honor of, saying, listen to this is just unbelievable. So thank you so much for coming on, Lily.
thank you so much for having me. I've had a great time.
Awesome. That's what it's all about. And thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website because you just never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. Cheers. Okay.